A new year of Genshin has arrived, and Nod-Krai marks Genshin's 6th major update, bringing along a new region, new characters, new story, and so much more. As Genshin constantly adapts and brings us new challenges for the next year, I thought, why don't I start a new challenge too? Ever since I started playing Genshin seriously about 3 years ago, I've made it my goal to clear every single Spiral Abyss cycle with 4 stars only. That includes all the weapons and no Traveler. They're a 5-star for some reason. But I want to shake it up and challenge myself even further. Because while I've cleared with some very overlooked and off-meta 4-stars in the past, I, like any serious player, usually have to rely on the greats like Xiangling, Xingqiu, Bennett, you get the point. So starting now at the beginning of Nod-Krai, for the next year, I am going to try and clear each abyss Nod-Krai throws at us with every 4-star character in the game at least once. After every abyss cycle, we'll mark down all the 4 stars I used here and attempt to completely fill it out by the time Nod-Krai is over and we're off to Shnez 9. Of course, this is only going to be possible if I can 36-star the abyss in the first place. And the first abyss that Nod-Krai is throwing at us is already testing our limits. Alright, so I want to start by saying I love Nod-Krai, alright? The atmosphere, the vibes, the lore implications, the characters, they're great. But the new bosses... New region updates almost always sport an easy abyss. I think it's because Genshin gets an influx of new and returning players and doesn't want to scare them off. Well, I didn't care about that this time. Everyone's gonna leave.
Daddy, chill.
So Chamber 1 is pretty simple. Side 1 is a mirror maiden into the multicultural succulent of Pipilpan idol from last episode. To beat the cactus, you've got to throw a lot of electro charge at it and not lose sight of the hat. Since I'm pretty used to fighting the Pipilpan by now, the only real hurdles here are having to use an electrocharge focused team, having to chew through a ton of HP, and the Mirror Maiden potentially putting you in the sexy time prison. Side 2 features 2 water phantasms, then the big kahuna of water enemies, the Tulpa. So a full floor of hydro-infused enemies make pyro characters like Xiangling and Gaming seem like a cakewalk, right? Well, the problem is the next 2 floors aren't infused with Hydro, meaning you still need to bring a Hydro or a Cryo character to enable Xiangling or Gaming there, and they're gonna be absolutely useless versus the Tulpa. Chamber 2 features our first new enemy of Nod-Krai, but not before 2 rogue Hilichurls. These guys aren't too difficult, but they hit really hard and have Hydro resistance. When we have to use Electrocharge, a Hydro reaction. How kind. After them, however, is the new Digimon humanoid thing from someone's fantasy, I'm sure. The furry. The Radiant Moonfly.
Hello there.
So this boss does one key miserable thing to the player. It unleashes a big attack enveloping the player in a cocoon, gross, that does some damage, reduces your crit rate by 100%, and inflicts a healing bonus debuff until you get back to full health. So you need a ton of healing to get the debuff off, or find some way to dodge the attack. Side 2 is just 2 Rift Hounds, 2 mechs, and 2 Aramite Pokemon trainers. It's simple. It should be easy, but man, do they never stay green. Finally, Chamber 3 is a doozy. First is a Fatui operative Thunderblitz Gvardia, whose kit is a bit of a mystery to me because she dies so fast. But after her is Aino's own creation, the Knuckle Duckle. This dude is fat and needs either Lunar Charge or Electro Charge to take out its little robots, because if you don't, you can't deal damage to it. So actually hitting all the little robots and keeping them grouped with Electro Charge, because Lunar Charge is 5-star locked, is a bit of a challenge. But if you can get through that, the final boss this time around is 3 Serpent Knights returning all the way from the chasm, and a trio we've been fighting off since December 1st, 2021, the Triple Kenkis. Now this floor is deadly. Fighting all 3 of the Kenkis at the same time and staying alive is hard enough. But if you dare bring a shield, the Serpent Knights get powered up with bonus effects if they hit you. I won't say that bringing a shield is a death sentence to the run, but it does make the run a little bit more tricky. So to recap, we have a side 1 that pretty much forces us to use Electrocharge, while 2 of the floors have Hydro Res and a new Nod-Krai enemy that drains your crit rate to 0. Oh goody. And a side 2 that has a mixture of Hydro immune enemies, multiple waves that are hard to group, and absolute killers. And this is all while abiding by my own rules. Until the day comes where I have to break these rules and break my traditions to get by, I have completed every single 4-star challenge under this rule set. The first one is full complete 4 stars. We went over that. But the second is that my runs will be fully continuous. This means I can't beat a floor, then re-enter the abyss with different teams, and I also can't beat a floor, then leave, come back with the same teams to manage my energy better. I need to find a combination of 4 characters on each side that can deal with the entire gauntlet, all while making sure I have enough energy at the end of each floor to clear the next. I do this self-imposed rule set because I think it is the most challenging and hype way to get 36 stars. I like to do things my way. And do you know what else I'd like to do my way? getting some more primo gems, and saving some money, which I can do thanks to today's sponsor, LD Shop. LD Shop is a trusted top-up platform made by the team that developed the LD Player Emulator, where you can buy Genesis crystals or any kind of pulls across tons of popular gacha games for a discounted rate, even up to 30% off. Now guys, money does not appear out of thin air, okay? How does LD Shop make this happen? Well, they use regional pricing to get the best price in the world to you wherever you are in the world. If you wanted to top up some Genesis crystals this holiday season, all you have to do is give them your server and UID. Go through the purchase and the crystals appear right here on my account. No sharing my username or password required. And if you haven't swiped since the anniversary like me, yes, you of course get the first top up bonus. Now is a great time to check out LD Shop since Durin, our, new little dragon boy is coming out and he is really strong. The newly buffed Venti is rerunning for the original Archon Faithfuls, and Jehoda is on their banner as well, and who doesn't love Jehoda? If you guys register with my link, you'll get a 15% off coupon and a 5% off coupon, which can save you a max of 30 bucks. You even get a free welcome moon if you spend over $80 in a month too. So if you're looking to be a little bit of a gacha fiend, and I know that some of you guys are, you might as well save some money using LD Shop and support the channel by using my link down below. So thank you to LD Shop for sponsoring this video. Now back to the challenge. But with that, the entire adventure began on what I'm gonna call a warm-up day. I'm obviously making this video in the future, and past Eakes didn't know every single thing that I know now, and he needed a little bit of practice. It's time for what we've all came here to see. It's another patch, it's another day, and it's another time for me to torture myself with 4 stars only, because I love to do it. There's nothing I'd rather do than fight the Pipilpan and the Hydro Tulpa and the Radiant Moonfly and Knuckle frickin' Duckle. Wow. So we've still got electro charge damage and then bloom damage. That is useless unless we run some crazy bloom team. Let's try this abomination of a bloom team. You ready, Barbara? You're gonna be so useful here. It's crazy, Barb. I got a whole ass tulpa to fight after this. What the heck? Hey, I've seen worse. I've seen worse. Hold on. Yeah, this is ass. Bloom without need. Guys, this was not that bad. Yes, it's not fast enough to clear, but like, I'm kind of proud of them. I'm kind of proud of them for... Overload is the play here, but Fischl's up top. Let's get Kooky. She is just going to take the build Barbara was on. All right, sprint card it is. Now, we, like, decimated this floor last time. Let's see if we can pull that off again. This one still. Left. Right. No sack proc in 2025? Oh, brother. Dude, f you. One could say that I misplayed that, but I would never admit that publicly. All right, energy sucks, but that's okay. Destruction! See, like, I'm gonna beat him just because Xiangling's the GOAT, but it's like, how are we gonna do on the next floor, I guess? We're going full energy on everybody. We're playing it safe, we're playing it smart. All right, easy, first try. The Tulpa just folds to Xiangling. I don't understand this boss's mechanics very much, so I think I'm just about to die. Ah! I'm barely alive with everybody! Watch this heal. Okay, I'm running! Run! Okay, I think I dodged it. With some run! Evasive maneuvers, you can actually dodge the debuff attack if you run practically across the entire abyss to dodge it. It wastes time, sure, but time is money. I mean damage. All right, not bad, not bad. Here we go. Perfect, yep. For the next hour, I learned that grouping the Rift Hounds and mechs with an overload team was borderline impossible. If I ran the simulation a million times, maybe I'd get the perfect movement patterns, but to be honest, the team with just Kooky and Xiangling as damage sources didn't seem like enough anyway. We really missed having Fischl. You guys know anything about me? It's that my biggest character flaw is not wanting to use Gaming over Xiangling. I don't see that changing today. We have 1 hour and 8 minutes until the Flynn's banner is out. So let's see if we can somehow clear this in that short amount of time. Eakes has an Effa. Nopers. Holy fall damage. Oh yeah, 200k fall damage. Come on. Come on! What attack is this? I've never even seen that shit. He's breaking out new shit at the last second. Oh my God, destruction! Honestly, we are obliterating this so hard that I'm just gonna play it safe. Gonna make sure we go in high HP, high energy, high spirits. We can Bennett burst here. What? I thought he doesn't move. 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 He hasn't fucking moved a single time. Dude. Chill, man. Okay. He hasn't moved in the hour and like 12 minutes I've been trying. He hasn't, whatever. Run, Shake-Shot, run! Fuck you! I hate this guy. I have no stamina! Ah! Okay. Get in there, team. Well, they're trying kind of to group for me. Not really, but holy shit, this was a nightmare. Look at how much damage this team does when it gets going, man. Wow, what a great group. Now, as good as this team is on paper, it's circle impact. It's a community coin joke term for teams that rely on the enemies standing still or at least in the circle of your abilities. In this case, Bennett, Rosaria, and Diona Burst. And the Rift Hounds are actually Hellspawn acrobats, so it is a rough matchup without a way to stagger them, making them stumble and keeping them in place. So after a bit longer of trying to get this down, okay, he's gone. Okay, he's back. Okay, he's gone. Okay, he's back. Oh, he's gone. Oh, he's back! Dude, where are you guys? We called it quits because it was Flint's night. Oh, it's here! Oh, he's gone! One temple, one time! I know! Here we go! Julie! So what did we learn from our little warm-up day here? First, the Electrocharge team is pretty great and doesn't really have any hangups, and that we are able to dodge the Radiant Moonfly's massive anti-fun beam. The real problems were on side 2, where I need a team that can enable Xiangling's reactions in the future floors past the Tulpa, and that keeping the enemies grouped is key. The whole floor, including Chamber 3, has multiple enemies at once, so big AoE is key. With the warm-up day in the books, tomorrow we actually go for it. And I had a top secret plan. Sweet girl! Ooh. Hi, miss. Are you a gamer? You're so cute. All right, ladies and gentlemen, do not let the happy fool you, because we are about to embark on a journey of uncapping my resident. This was my idea for us to be able to beat this. We were rocking a team of Xingqiu, Fischl, Aurorun, Sucrose, Bog, standard, strong, solid Electrocharge team for the 4 stars. Beating the stupid butterfly guy is really annoying. You can dodge his attack at the beginning by running to the edge of the map, but you have to waste like 10 seconds. So, chat, this is my idea. We run Sayu instead of Sucrose.
Are you serious?
I believe Sayu can do this. I've got Fav because energy is the shit. I've got attack, EM, crown skill. Shout out to Big Sayu. What I'm getting at is Sayu burst heal might make it so we don't have to run away from the guy. We could run Eonson, but we could also just move Sucrose to the bottom team. Animo characters being some of the most versatile in the game with an amazing artifact set like Viridescent Venerer make them actually quite interchangeable. Is Sucrose the best at making her team do more damage with all of her many buffing effects? Yes. But Sayu could actually hold her own here as a good option with her burst heal and Favonius Greatsword for team-wide energy. The bottom team, however, was gonna have a bit more trouble getting through the Tulpa, since Rosaria can't do any reactions besides freeze to an unfreezable enemy, and Sucrose also does nothing as she can't swirl Pyro on Hydro immune enemy. Or can she? Let me introduce you to Guoba Swirls. With perfect timing of Guoba's little Pyro attack and a Sucrose skill, you can actually swirl the invisible Pyro aura off of Guoba, our little stove god, dealing damage and, more crucially, lowering the Pyro resistance of Hydro aura enemies with Viridescent Venerer. The timing is actually pretty tight, but if you can nail it, it makes a world of difference. Lock in. Right side. Here. Okay, I'm trying to save all the energy here. Dang, let's go. Oh, that was good. Tongue biting tells you? Yeah, that's my concentration face. Dodge the attacks, Eakes. Dodge the attacks. Holy, what a run. Wow, I was too locked in to pop up, and I was focused on my energy, which isn't max. But here we go. So with Chamber 1 able to be beaten, with Sayu and all, it was on to Chamber 2. Wow. Destroyed again. This team is cooking. Oh, it's just Rift Hound hell, dude. Oh, dude. This is truly deplorable. What are you doing? He's just AFK! He's literally griefing. He's just sitting there. Oh my god. Oh my god. I think this is you know? I think I'm crashing out. Where is the other one? These are like so much worse than I remember them being. Like the Rift Hounds are ruining my freaking birthday party. I don't know how to control them. They're uncontrollable beasts. They have minds of their own. They do whatever the f they want. I'm dead? Now this is where doing continuous runs came back to bite us. Because my energy at the beginning of Chamber 2 for the Rosaria Xiangling team was not very good. So even though we can get the clear, I reset the entire run a couple times to end the chamber with better energy. And I made it to Chamber 2 a few times, but I just couldn't get the energy levels right. Okay, we killed him so fast. Xiangling be critting, I guess. But like, I'm worried about the energy. Oh my god, the energy on both sides is straight ass cheeks. And I couldn't get these Rift Hounds to group for the life of me. The Rift Hounds Fortnite dancing all over me was slowly and methodically breaking me down, tilting me off the face of the earth. Last time, actually though, for real, actually, 100%. No clickbait. Wow, it was a horrible run. It was actually not even playable. Yeah, it sucks because I know these teams are like good enough damage-wise. It's just circle impact is a weakness. The wolves sporadically moving around is just a nightmare. So it's like very frustrating to be like, well, I know that mathematically, numbers-wise, like I can do this. Now, before I even started this challenge, I had heard the first Abyss of Nod-Krai was a hard one. Maybe even the hardest one yet. So I knew I was in for a challenge, but I was starting to lose confidence. I've been the 4-star hero for as long as I can remember, always pushing through and making it happen eventually. But would this time be my last? Now, sometimes I get tunnel visioned. I have my comfort picks that I want to stick with and grind it out, even if trying something new might be in my best interest. When I'm being really competitive, sometimes I can get stubborn. I am human. So after spending all of yesterday with the same team, I wanted to try something new today to see if I was missing something that might unlock a new path to victory. The first somewhat wacky team that I tried was Overload again on the bottom half. Yes, even after the massive fumble against the Rift Hounds on the warm-up day. Because this time, we were running Xiangling, Chevreuse, Bennett, and Beidou. Now, Beidou surprisingly works great here because she gets rid of the team's weakness to circle impact. Xiangling Burst follows you around, and Beidou Burst does the same thing. It stays on the active character. So with precise movement and weaving in normal attacks, we could actually tame the Rift Hounds only if we played it well. I missed it by a second. That's funny. I'm fine with throwing that run because the fact that I could have killed that in 7:30 at any moment is insane. On to Chamber 2. We will be in Chamber 2 momentarily. I am blown away at how insane that was. Dude, I need more ER though on Beidou. Oh my god, 847? Whoo! Why Sayu over Sucrose? Because it's fun. Easy. A walk in the park, one might say. 25 seconds to build up burst. Yeah, just a little bit of time. Correct card, a little bit of time. Run it. Here we go. Now, guys, I'm not here to say Sai is, like, the best character of all time, but you guys, you saw that, right? Like, we all visually saw. All right, cool. Dude, they're separated. Why are they separated? If they were close enough, it was simple. Oh, that feels so good, though, that we're actually that close to beating this crazy annoying chamber. Dude, let me play. Man, I got stun locked so hard. Yeah, and I couldn't overload. Man, grouping these two chuckles is so hard. Yeah, not great grouping. Dude, we can do this. And I thought this overload team was gonna be like impossible against the wolves. Man, it's there. Oh, Oran is so low. He just died to the attack. Damn. Yeah, they never really gave me anything to play with this time. Yeah, unlucky. Wolves! Please. Wolves, come on. Wolves. Buddies. Come on, wolves, huh? Just be wolves. Dude, I can't group them. I'm not skilled enough. No! He at the last second dove away from her. That's insane. I could go back and just put more Yara on Beto and like this is a wrap, but like when I'm being really competitive, sometimes I can get stubborn. Crazy, bro. Crazy work by that little dragon or whatever the f he is, man. Oh, that was a heartbreaker. Ah! Where is the crocodile? Surprise, motherfucker. Oh my god. You guys. Stop! Insanity! With all that, bro. We were like, that's mind-blowing. Dude, I whiffed Beto's skill. That was really bad. I could go back and just put more Yara on Beto. Dude, I'm gonna beat them, but I don't have any energy on Beto. First off, let's go. Second off, let's get Chamber 3 done. Why am I out here? Why am I out here? Okay, Sai was griefing. I gotta be honest, I don't know what to expect from this chamber. Yeah, grouping these guys is going to be, from what you could probably gather right there, fucking horrendous. Dude, this is dog shit. I thought these guys were gonna be way easier to group than this. This is so bad. Nope. Wow. Just wanted to get behind them. Wow, this is actual hell on earth, though. Like, grouping these guys is an actual impossible task, I think.
Bye, have a great time.
As you wish.
Beep, beep.
Okay. Overload's damage is so good, but, like, the grouping is so bad. I never thought something could be worse than playing Overload versus the Rift Hounds, but somehow I found it. The time it was taking to keep up with the Serpent Knights traveling cross-country from some little explosions made this feel unplayable. After a few solid attempts, I didn't want to waste my time and went back to the drawing board. Now, if you're an avid 4-star player or 4-star aficionado, you know the character I should have tried by now. Gaming. Gaming by the numbers is the best 4-star DPS character. I'm not gonna argue with that. But what I can say is that me and him don't mesh that well. all right? I didn't have his C6 for the longest time, where before then, Xiangling is better. So I never really had a reason to play him. I just recently got his C6, so my experience level with him versus Xiangling was probably at 1,000 to 1, maybe even lower if I'm being honest, but it is a new day to have an open mind, and a new day to learn the ways of God. I don't know why, but the damage here is like surprisingly good. This is without Noblesse Rosaria. The energy here was bad though, which is insane because I'm on triple fav. Fun! Damn, this boss is so fucking lame, dude. Honestly, it's not even this boss' fault. It's Gaming. Dude, you are such a piece of shit. Dude, Rosaria. She doesn't want to help. She wants to. She's a double agent. And it's breaking my heart. Oh my god, she's actually trolling. I was right next to him. Would you guys really eat Narinara? If given the chance? I thought you don't like using him. I don't! You're right about that. Why am I using this instead of Xiangling? What am I doing? Who am I? Okay. All right, let's try this.
Witness the power. Farewell. Tell me what you see. Vibrarium. Absorption test.
Not too far now. As you wish. Go. See. Get out.
Absorption test.
Farewell.
Holy shit, that was insane.
Control freak. Go in. Let's light it up. You can't run. Break. Teamwork is trademark. Quick as a flash. Start the clock. Everybody stand back. On up. Start the clock. Let's light it up. Quick as a flash.
Tell me what you see. Tell me what you see.
Let's light it up. Dance with me. Go in. Start the clock. You can't run. Let's light it up. It's the fire.
Holy shit, I'm too fast.
Yeah, full speed ahead.
It was too fast. I killed everything too fast. Okay, hopefully the energy's good. Wow, that was blazing speeds. Holy moly.
If you test, start.
Ah, dude, come on, come on, come on, come on.
Everybody stand back. Shiver. Teamwork is strength. On my mark. Control freak.
Ah, dude. Fuck close, dude.
Start the clock. Quick as a flash. Teamwork is dreamwork. Let's fly. You can't run. Shiver.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Yes. Rosaria, baby girl still got it. She still got it. Healer on top. No thanks. Gaming, I'm good. Thanks. Thanks, though. I'm just get it done with my favorites. You know what I'm saying? Big titty god girlfriend, another clear. In 2025, you love it. After going back to the classics, my tried and true teams, with all the knowledge I gained over the last few days, the first abyss of Nod-Krai is done. The streak of clearing every single abyss 4 stars only is still alive, and our new every character challenge is off to a good start. While it may not seem like it, Eon-san was a great fit for the bottom team. Even when on paper, Electro on the Melt team seems pretty high. Eon-san gives massive attack buffs along with Bennett, and also provides Cinder City, one of the best artifact sets for boosting up team damage the game has ever seen. And believe it or not, the occasional overloads from Xiangling and Eon-san interacting with each other was actually a big help. Xiangling, Bennett, and Rosaria alone usually don't have a way to stagger the Rift Hounds, but Eon-san and Overload actually could, and when the Rift Hounds are getting staggered, they're not doing backflips. If you're not a Rosaria faithful, like I am, you may not know that when she's paired with Xiangling, she is actually the main DPS, melting her burst off the pyro Xiangling applies. But against the Tulpa, Xiangling was the main DPS. It was a really cool way to effectively run 2 main DPSs in one team. And while the top team didn't change much from the beginning of the run, I am proud to announce that Sayu, yeah, when I was on autopilot plugging in the top teams for that final run, I put in Sucrose instead of Sayu. So unfortunately, for this new challenge that I set out for myself to use every single 4-star, Sayu remains unused. While Sucrose is the higher damage option, I'm not gonna argue about that, I honestly think Sayu could have done it. You all saw that she was holding her own in this video, okay? But yes, I didn't clutch with her. Sayu, that's my bad. But with that, 8 obviously very strong characters have debuted the Nod-Krai Hall of Fame. But they very well may be the last.